If it's old, I'm in. Not that way. I mean, like if it's old stuff, I like old stuff. 60s, 70s, nostalgic, musical. Even older stuff like bourbons and prohibition and all that stuff. I like old stuff. These fellers that we're fixing to highlight get their musical inspiration from the stuff I like. 60s, 70s, Grateful Dead, all those great bands from back in the day. It's making a comeback, and these guys paid tribute to all of them. They did an amazing job. They sang some originals and all that good stuff, and all that stuff is out, and there's more on the way with the recent changes that I've had. We'll go into that on a later episode. But today we're highlighting Big Spring Revival. Awesome band. Should have probably turned my phone off, making a noise. Anyway, awesome band. Got that nostalgic feel. Even showed up in an old 70s van. It was an awesome night. I was like a little fat kid in the candy store. I can say that because I was the fat kid in the candy store, so I'm not making fun of any of the other ones. Don't hit me up in the comments. That's just me. If you haven't met me, I'm Daniel Thomas. This is Fancy's Unfiltered, and we highlight people with passions about music and just anything in general that's taken a leap of faith, went out on their own and done their own thing, provided a living for themselves, and considered themselves successful in whatever that was to them. Success is dependent on the person, and I'm learning that as I get older and as I move forward with Fancy's Unfiltered and Fancy's Media. So, I look forward to seeing you guys down the road. Lots of stuff is in store. Looking forward to it. This is the Big Spring Revival Band. Their sit-down interview with me and David Hooper of Bar Music Live at the Farm Lounge. Stick around to the end. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Give Big Spring Revival a follow too while you're at it. These guys are awesome. They're going places. We look forward to having them at the Farm Lounge again. See you guys.
In my search to find something meaningful, I set out chasing something real, something authentic. Along the way, I've met people bold enough to follow their dreams. People like David, whose passion built BarMusicLive.com. We've joined together at the Farm Lounge, where up-and-coming artists get more than a stage, they get a story. Live music, real conversations, one unfiltered experience. This is Fancy's Unfiltered meets Bar Music Live.
This is no shoes episode.
Yeah, please take your shoes off.
Hey.
I will do my best.
Hey. Rachel,
That ain't right.
come give me a high five.
Thank you, guys. I gotta take my shoes off? Here, hold my shit. Hold my shit and I'll take my shoes off. Welcome to Barefoot with Big Spring Revival.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Big Spring Barefoot.
Let them dogs breathe.
Feel how good this carpet feels on your feet. This carpet feels really good on your
shit.
feet.
It's like 10 degrees cooler, too. Oh, yeah.
I can't stand having shoes. I don't know how you do that. I can't stand wearing shoes all
No,
the time.
what's the first thing I do when I get home? I take my shoes off, but I'm not at home.
See, I like taking my shoes off and my shirt off. I just,
I take my shoes off. I don't do my shirt. Nobody needs to see that shit.
I mean, depends on who's here. I just take everything off.
Well, I'm glad I hadn't been here for that one. All right, so I think everybody hear themselves good enough?
Yes.
You feel good? Yeah.
I feel pretty good.
You feel real good?
I'm feeling real good.
Yep.
I'm feeling really
Do
good.
that
about
again.
this one.
Yep. All right, so are you going to do yep? Or are you going to do yep? Because I'm going to go ahead and fix it right now. So are you going to do yep? Yep. Or are you going to do yep? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do. If you do. Okay. What are you doing over there? So again, thank you guys for stopping by. You sounded a damn amazing.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Y'all
amazing.
talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. I'm gonna bring these monitors down because there's a smidge of a
These
squeal.
guys, yeah, get that squeal out of there.
I'm
These
working on it.
guys,
Quit yelling at me.
It's like we do these when we do them, and it's like every once in a while I just get that brand new penny, and it's like I got a brand new penny again tonight. I mean, these guys are good. What'd y'all think?
Thank you.
Some of our new faves right here. We're going to be looking to help these guys as much as we possibly can. Get in some new places, see some new faces. We're going to promote them, social media and all that kind of stuff as much as we can to help them out. Y'all give them a follow if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Get your phones out right now while you're waiting.
It's Big
Check 'em
Spring
out.
Revival
Give 'em a
on
follow.
Facebook, at Big Spring Revival on TikTok and Instagram. For all y'all. Thank you. But yeah. We really appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Like I said, I mean, with it being a Wednesday night, I didn't know how it was going to be crowd-wise, and thank y'all for showing up and showing out. Y'all are awesome, for real. I mean, this is more people that show up than a lot. Sometimes when I play like a gig at a bar on Wednesday night, so it's also awesome.
Yeah, and here the difference in playing at a bar and playing here is you're the focus. The music's the focus. You're not just background noise.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about it, I think. I know if I was the one up here playing, I would be hoping that I would have some attentiveness out there. And I know when you go to a bar, that's got to be tough because everybody's not listening.
Especially like with us, because we're like, I mean, we can be a high energy band at some times, but other times we're kind of more chill. But like, if the crowd is giving us energy back, it's a lot easier to play. But like when we're just playing somewhere and it's just dead, like deer in headlights, a lot of times like we could like really, that kind of sounds bad, but like when it's like that, it's almost like you could care less. Couldn't care less about playing there just because, it feeds so much off the crowd and other people. If we know that they're liking what they're hearing, it helps us, like encourages us, all the usual stuff.
Anybody that puts woo,
Yes, we did. I heard it many a times. Thank you.
Y'all got a new biggest fan.
y'all keep going. We got all kind of angles. We can barefooted. We can fix this.
The thing about that is like you can play to a crowd and they're just kind of sitting there, not really paying attention, not listen. You can tell they're not listening, whatever. And it's like you said, you just kind of mimic their energy.
Yeah.
And when they're up and into it and doing what Dee Dee does, that makes you want to play for them even more.
Even if it's just like one person, like there could be like 50, 75 people, but if there's not one person who's like down front or wherever.
And that's what I was saying before I started squeaking. Am I still squeaking? I think I'm good. Anytime you put yourself out there, and we've talked about it a bunch, you do need, you don't do it for like gratification, but there is gratification. And if you're standing up there doing your thing and nobody's paying attention, none of you are going to enjoy being up there for the next 3.5 hours doing what you're doing if nobody's paying attention. So, yes, even if there's one or two people out there that is paying attention to what you got going on and actually listening and getting involved, it makes it a whole lot better. If you have a whole crowd like this, makes it even better.
Oh, yeah.
And this crowd is growing. It was way busier earlier. What? Fans coming through the amp. Kill the fans, man.
Turn it off.
We got this little bitty one
It
over
is a
here.
little hard to hear over this way.
What?
I said it is a little hard to hear over this way with that thing. That's better.
Oh. So talking.
I can understand
Yeah,
myself. now.
talking is not loud enough to kill the fans. Y'all were though, because
everybody heard y'all just delightfully. I'm gonna bump this on down just a
Yeah, Sam's like, don't worry about the fan. I got the fan.
yeah.
He had that covered. He was drowning it out.
But once we, that sound good, y'all? Okay. Once we figured out, and I really didn't figure it out, did you? It just started fucking working.
The sound?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I
Yeah.
did nothing different. It just
So I mean,
started
yeah.
working.
So I mean, we all said our choice words that we choose to use when shit don't work, and then it just there it was, and it started working. And after we got that done, y'all sounded damn amazing.
Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe the little drummer boy back here did something to it, and he just didn't tell me.
Could be. Or I mean, you know,
Chandler.
there has been sabotage before on our shows.
Sabotage.
So I'm not putting past nothing from nobody. I'm not putting nothing past nobody.
Nothing
Yeah.
past nobody.
Yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, so again, thank you guys. I think we finally got it all figured out. Thank you guys for stopping by. You sounded damn awesome. You looked good. We did a few things different tonight. And I told y'all ahead of time, don't be intimidated. This is probably more cameras than we've ever used, all at one time.
I just noticed that's a lot of cameras pointing.
Well, so here's the thing. All of you guys that have paid attention to anything that we've done, it's lacked a little bit, and I'm the first one to say it lacked. And so now, the way that we're doing things, all of this is recorded independently in 4K. And so with that being said, there's no limit to how many we got, and we already had them, and so you might as well just turn them all on, and then, you know, there's going to be plenty of shit to share. Shit and share.
Hashtag shit and share.
Yeah, if y'all hadn't watched any of our stuff, that's our new thing.
Hashtag shit and share.
Yeah, when you're sitting on the shitter, what are you doing? You're on Facebook, you're on socials, and you're liking. You're probably not commenting, and sometimes you subscribe, sometimes you don't. But we're trying our best to make sure that we know people are already there.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you're doing. You're shitting.
So you know what to do. Shit and share.
And you're already scrolling on your Facebook and your Instas and
hey.
yeah, go ahead. Anyway, shit and share. Hashtag shit and share.
Also, you know how to get somebody out of the bathroom today if they're taking too long and you want them out of the bathroom?
How's that?
Turn the Wi-Fi off.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, because even
It speeds it up a little bit.
even if they were to go, oh shit, I lost Wi-Fi, let me flip over to my cell. Before you do that, most everybody is going to go, oh well, shit, I've been in here 45 minutes. I might as well just get up and go.
I've been on TikTok for the last hour, sitting on the toilet. That's why my legs numb.
You get back to your desk and you got 15 messages.
I can't walk.
Look,
Not that I've ever
not to
done
get
that.
too personal, but it doesn't matter if I decide I need to go at 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2:30, 1:30. It doesn't matter. I hear somebody walking down the hallway at work, keys a jangling, and I go, I know exactly where they're going. And I hear them walk out into the shop. Y'all seen Daniel? And I'll just finish doing my thing, and it doesn't matter. It's any time I go. That's maybe a little TMI, but shit and share.
Well, I mean, I've almost got a set time at work that I go. So, I mean, you know, it's like I'm going to go right around that same time every day. And
I wish I was regular.
hey, it may be for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It depends on how many TikToks I watch, really.
Yeah. So, did you guys have any idea that when you showed up tonight, there would be two bearded fellers talking about their shit schedule right after you got finished playing an awesome set?
It's not the weirdest thing that's happened at a gig, not gonna
See?
lie.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you want to know the weirdest thing that's ever happened at a gig,
We definitely do.
well, just off the top of my head, we were playing over at Voodoo Lounge in Huntsville.
Awesome place.
And there's this one guy who's like always there for like every single band that plays every open mic night. He's just always there and gets absolutely plastered. And there was one night we were playing there. He came in.
Does he play harmonica?
No,
Okay. It's not the one I'm thinking about.
but McLean's girlfriend was like sitting at the table right in front of us, and all of a sudden, like he starts dancing, and he just starts unbuckling his pants, and like, thankfully he didn't pull them like all the way down. Like he just like pulled his pants down.
I don't think Higgy goes to voodoo.
But that just off the top of my head, that's probably the
Talking about the
weirdest.
fire truck too. Remember the fire truck at Josie's?
Oh yeah, there was another time we were playing over at Josie's in Decatur, and there's somebody passed out, or there's a homeless person, or somebody called the cops. I don't remember, but literally in the middle of us playing "Fire on the Mountain" by Grateful Dead, this fire truck just comes in right behind us, like positioned perfectly with the lights like shining in through the window. So like we had like our own light show while we were playing that. It was kind of ironic.
Oh, wow.
See, and that's where you needed somebody like Martha or myself or somebody with cameras to get all that.
We actually have a video of it.
Awesome.
I've got a video of it on my phone. That was like that was early on. Like that was like back in January. Because we haven't even been together for a year yet. Like we'll be together for a year coming up in September. So that was still kind of like early on in our gigging days. But
So while we're on that topic, you've only been together for almost a year.
yeah.
How did that come to pass?
Well, so I've been doing music full time for almost 4 years now, and I've wanted to start a band ever since I got into it, but I just couldn't ever get the right pieces to fit. And one day I was just on Facebook and I just made a post. I was like, hey, like I'm looking to start a band. If there's anybody who wants to jam or anything, just hit me up. And Chandler messaged me like within like a couple minutes of me posting it. And it was like, hey, man, I saw your post. Like, I'd be down to jam.
You was at work on the shitter, wasn't you?
No, I was actually at work sitting in the truck.
But so he messaged me, and I was like, well, I don't know like of a guitar player or bass player or anything. He was like, I'll ask around. And then like a day or two went by, and he was like, hey, man, he's like, I got a guitar player for us. He's like, he really likes Grateful Dead and John Mayer, and like kind of the band that we were wanting to start since I talked about this, me kind of wanting to start like a jam band. And then we just needed to find a bass player, and I was just thinking for days and days and days. I was like, I can't think of a single bass player that's like around our age in town. And then one day, I remembered this guy that I had met at an open mic night.
Years ago.
Yeah, like two.
That was a long time.
Yeah, like over a year. Like at this point in time, it had been like a year and a half, 2 years maybe. And I just, funny enough, the band that he was in at that point in time literally practiced 2 houses down from me.
Yep.
And I never even knew it. But I just always saw this really cool van outside. I was like, dude, that's a sick van.
Is that the same van that
Yeah,
I
it's
just
the same
walked
van.
outside and
Yeah.
went, who the hell's van is this?
Yeah. And so one night I pulled up to the open mic night, and I noticed the van sitting out there. And I was like, that's got to be those guys that practice like 2 houses down from me. So I walked up to him, and I was like, hey, guys, might be a really weird question, but do any of y'all live on Willenberg Road? And they're like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I see y'all practicing all the time. But anyways, to fast forward, Graham just kind of like just popped in my head, and I was following the band he was in on social media and noticed he wasn't playing with them anymore. So I was like, I'll just give it a shot. So I messaged him on Instagram. I was like, hey, dude, I'm trying to start a band. Do you want to come jam with us? He was like, sure thing. So rest is history. We jammed one time, and we were like, we're probably gonna wait a little bit before we start gigging and stuff. Within a month of us playing with each other, we had our very first gig, and then within a couple months we got booked up at least for once a month all throughout the rest of this year, and then come like in January and stuff, we've gotten booked up like crazy. So
So now, personally, is your goal to try to keep this together and do more of this, or you still want to do just as much solo? Or
Oh no, I love playing in a band way more than playing solo. Like, I mean, yeah, there's more money in me playing solo and stuff, but like, I mean, even though this is my full-time job, like I've never done this just because I want to make money. I do it because it's my passion. It's what I love to do, and I have a lot more fun playing with these guys, taking a pay cut than playing in a restaurant for 3 hours and nobody's paying attention to me.
well, and you've got to find. I don't care what you do in life, and I've said this a couple of times. You've got to figure out what works for you. And it doesn't matter, and I'm learning this a little late in life. You know, a lot of people chase the dollar, and you try to do the things that, in the statuses and whatever. But when it's all said and done, I know me personally now, and I know I think you're kind of the same way. And there's a lot of people that, well, you get to that point in your life, and you go, "What in the hell have I done?" But you know, because you've worked your ass to death, and you don't necessarily enjoy what you do. It's not that you hate it, but it's not you. It's not you know, and so you guys, and you're the third one almost in a row, I think, that have said y'all got together and practiced one time, and you knew.
Yeah.
And after that practice, you was ready to go because you knew that you guys clicked, and your thoughts, your passions, and all that kind of aligned. And so it's amazing to me. The more I get to meet you guys, there's always that common denominator in those who sound great, do great, have been able to do it full time. Way to go, Chandler. And be able to understand and be okay with the fact that, you know, there's other stuff out there that you could do that would probably make more money.
Yeah.
But you understand that when you go home at night and you lay your head down on a pillow and all that other bubbly bullshit that you want to talk about, you've enjoyed what you've done, and that, for me now, I'm learning, is way more important than the dollars, the status, the whatever. And so I've said it two or three times. People that are younger than me that have figured that out is mind blowing to me, because I still don't know what I want to do when I grow
I mean,
up.
with us all being young, I mean, Graham's the oldest in the band. He's got me beat by like 2 months, but we're both 22. Everett and then Chandler and McLean are younger than we are. So, like,
16?
Babies.
17?
Babies.
What you is?
I'm 19.
19,
I'm 21.
21, so you can legally drink. Okay.
He
But,
says he's 21. Card him.
but you know, like, I mean, I've always just, you know, like, so many people don't take the chance, like, when they're young and like have the ability to, you know, to live their life and everything, like, because when you're young, like, you can screw up a lot, you can make a lot of dumb decisions or poor decisions, and usually get away with it.
I've heard of that.
So
I think I watched a
He's heard of
documentary or
that.
something.
But because I mean, before I was doing this, I was working at a dental lab, and you know, it wasn't the best money. Like, I didn't really enjoy it, and I ended up getting nerve damage in my hands from working there. And like, I literally got to the point where I like couldn't. It like hurt to grip a steering wheel or like hold my phone or anything. I couldn't even play guitar for like weeks. And so I was like, screw this. I'm taking this as my sign to pursue music full time. And I did, and I haven't looked back since. And, you know, it was really scary starting out the first year or so. I didn't have like as many gigs and stuff. And like I said, I was trying to build a band, but could never find the right pieces to fit. And it took me about 2.5, 3 years into it to, you know, finally find the right group of guys and then actually get things rolling. So, I mean, just like anything, it takes practice, it takes time, but all good things will come in due time. And my life is kind of a testimony of that. And, you know, I'm just hoping we can ride this train as long as we can, and that it'll just keep getting faster and faster.
It sounded good.
I think you guys are good enough that you could have a very, very long train ride ahead of you.
Absolutely.
I think y'all can go places. I mean, whether it's on the local scene and y'all just stay super busy in that, or maybe you creep into that next level. And I mean, y'all got a pretty big show coming up.
Yeah, we're playing this weekend. We're playing at Gonzo Fest at the camp. It's first time they're doing it. It's a festival, like all jam bands from across the southeast, but there's a lot of local bands. But they've got some guys from Nashville and New Orleans coming down there playing. We got that, and then later this month on August 22nd, we're playing the Alabama Smoke Show at Mars Music Hall. We'll be doing that with Jonah Evans, the Alabama Heathens, who are very good buddies of ours. I mean, they're pretty much like brothers. And then the Tavern Preachers, too. That's going to be a really awesome show. A lot of young, upcoming North Alabama talent. And you can get tickets on the VBC's website. They're like $30, I think, something like that. And like I said, that's a really small price to pay to come see a lot of awesome bands. And yeah, we'd love to see y'all out there, or whoever's watching this.
So, how you come into this mix?
Do what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
How you come into this mix?
How do I come into the mix?
Yeah. Where'd you come from? What you been doing?
So I moved to Huntsville here for school, actually, 4 years ago. I just graduated, and so I was in a punk band, actually, and we were playing around Huntsville just a little bit, not a lot. It was tough to get out. And we were playing open mic nights, and met Sam. And I didn't really think anything of it, follow him on Instagram, Facebook, that kind of stuff. And practiced down the street from him. And my guitarist's mom's garage. And since then, just been playing with Big Spring and jamming out. And it's good.
Graham he left out also that he is the smartest person in this band.
He's the only one that has a brain.
He's an engineer.
He's
has
a freaking
full-time
genius.
job. We always say that Graham's smarter than all three of us put together, and it's very true.
So why do they think you're the smart one?
That's a good question. I wonder that myself.
Well, most all smart people critique themselves enough to think that they're not the smartest ones, and everybody else around them go, "He's the smartest man in the thing." So I mean,
You haven't talked to me very much yet, so
we'll
find out.
He has a cool van. That's extra points. The van's extra points.
The van, look, the van
Y'all need
is
to do the song Chevy Van.
yeah, the van is extra points. Does it run good, or has it got all kind of quirks that you got to learn? Because I've got a 72 Ford.
Okay.
And there is, you've got to have a degree to operate it, or you'll die.
So
You'll
on
die.
my way here, I loaded up all my stuff into the van, and I went to start it, and it started, and then it stopped. But I was able to get it going, and I made it here an hour late. So it was all good.
There's always something. Anybody that ever says, "Hey, let me drive your truck," it's like, nope, you'll die. You gotta know how to work it, or you'll die.
You ready to go today, or what? Because that's what's gonna happen.
Because you gonna die. Brandon, you ever move my truck? You'll die. See, you'll die. But look, I would drive that damn thing to Florida. Ish.
Would you make it?
I think it would make it.
Okay.
But I hope nobody stops in front of me really fast,
Yeah.
because shit's gonna happen. If I wanted to stop at the end of your driveway, I need to start applying gentle pressure now.
72 though, you got the steel bumper, so you're all good.
Yeah, but I don't. What? What exactly is it that you're doing?
She's playing Chevy Van.
Going to play the song, Sam.
Okay, we got it. Got it. Cool.
Serious.
Well, they didn't put all their shit away.
Yeah, well, they'll work on that. They'll work on that and play it next time.
I'm serious. People
speaking for them.
where I will die.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they
So-
will die. If they drive Daniel's truck or if they hear these guys play Chevy Van, they're going to die.
Absolutely.
way.
I don't know if I want to play that song.
You're
though.
gonna die.
I don't know if they want to kill people with their music, literally, physically.
So, Mr. Chandler back there in the back, you've been to the Farm Lounge once before under a different alias.
Is he our first repeat?
No,
No, he's not our first repeat.
no. Don't put me on the spot, but no. Yeah, yeah.
I don't think we've had lots of repeats.
We need a band called Repeat.
Side project.
HUD only repeated because he played with somebody.
Yeah, no, he wasn't here as
He
the
wasn't
actual
here.
act.
He
though.
wasn't a repeat.
We've had lots of people that's came and sang.
Yeah, just I'm talking about people that were like the main part of the main act.
Mhm.
Yeah, Sawdust didn't really because they were here for a birthday party.
No. So have we had a repeat?
We haven't had a repeat.
Well, okay. So wait a minute. Greg was here as a drummer for Rachel.
Oh, Greg was here. What's the deal with drummers repeating?
And then,
They're hard to find.
but then
Good ones are hard
it
to
wasn't
find.
just Greg. It was
How many bands are
Oh
you
yeah,
in?
that's right. That's right. The other guys from Sawdust were one of Craig.
Craig.
Played bass.
There we go. Sorry, Craig. Yep. So it was Greg and Craig
Right. Greg and Craig.
from Sawdust play with Rachel. But I think after that, I think that was it. Yeah. So there you go.
Dee.
So you're the third official repeat.
Cool.
Was it any different? How'd you enjoy it?
I loved it. I love these. I love these guys. It's my number one band now. I've played with a bunch of other bands, but this is like my favorite I ever like.
You know it.
It's just a whole different. I don't know how to explain it. Like I've tried to tell people before, like it's a whole different experience playing with these guys than it is playing with anyone else. Like I literally don't know how to explain it.
Well, from us little folk out here,
Better.
for us little folk out here looking at y'all, there is a distinct difference between a band that clicks and a band that don't. Like you all can play music, and you could every one of you could pick up right now and go to a bar and probably join in with somebody and play because you all are musically inclined
Yeah.
enough that you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
But when you all come together and you click, it's a completely different experience for everybody that's out here.
Yeah.
And it's noticeable.
For sure.
And this guy is one of the most fun drummers we've had through here. I mean, one of the most fun drummers I've watched. Period. I mean,
I would agree.
just cool. I mean, he's puts a tremendous amount of energy, and I know most drummers do, but it's like he is another person playing them drums. That is, I mean, he's like wild, man. It's crazy. It reminds me of watching. He kind of reminded me of watching Frank Ford with them Dirty Roses. You ever watch them?
I love them Dirty Roses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever seen him live, but
Way to go, Chandler.
oh my God, that guy, he's like a monster playing the drums. It just, it's really cool. And you were a lot of fun tonight. And I'm not going to say that it wasn't good last time you were here, but I'm definitely going to say that tonight was better. It was a better.
That could have been some on our part too.
It could have been. Hey,
Look. For those
that was the first night with the X32.
all right, so yeah, for those of you who are
And
watching,
it rained.
and those of you who are here in the audience, we appreciate more than you understand that you guys are still sticking out with us because there was some shit to start with. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you because we thought we knew. And we thought we knew enough to make it work, and then no, no, that did not happen. And so then, on top of the no factor of not knowing 100% what we're doing, we thought that it would be cool to schedule 3 shows a week.
and so then it was just like it was nonstop trying to figure out how to fix it, and because none of us want to waste anybody's time. Go away. And so there was a lot of stress, y'all, trying to get it, and so going forward, I believe it's gonna look different, sound different, and it's gonna be pretty damn cool. I believe.
I'd say we've done pretty well the last several shows, and with things like tonight, sometimes you just have no idea why that happened. It's
Oh yeah, screw tonight.
Gremlins.
It was.
Gremlins.
Yeah, it was.
But then about the second
probably Dee Dee's fault.
song, we figured it out.
We have our fair share of sound problems too. You guys gotta come see a Big Spring show in a bar. It's there's some weird noises coming out of speakers sometimes.
There's always something, and I guess when we first started doing this, I was so wrapped up in we can't make a mistake, because I didn't want y'all to feel bad or get pissed because there was a mistake. But as we continue doing this, I realized that y'all got the same amount of shit that we do. You just, sometimes you've had your shit happen before and you know where to go with it. We still learning. But I don't feel as bad now. I mean, I do, but I don't. That makes sense, don't it?
I got you.
So now we're to you, and I believe you are the most psychedelic of them all, sir.
This is John Mayer Jr., by the way.
Do what?
John Mayer Jr., by the way.
Yes, best
Playing a Vox and a SG.
Yeah, but he really likes John Mayer.
So where you come from? How you get in this mix, sir?
So I knew Chandler growing up. Like we went to school together since he graduated a year ahead of me, but like we went to school together since like elementary school. And like I remember always, watching Chandler in like the talent shows every single year. He would play like either guitar or drums, one of the two, and would play. And it was like, he was the stuff. It was, everybody knew that, and he was always the last one to go in the talent show. And then in 8th grade, you played with your dad's band, and that was just awesome. Yeah, I always knew Chandler as like the musician guy, and then I started playing guitar in like 7th grade, and then it was like in cross country. We ran cross country together.
We always knew each other.
Yeah.
We always knew each other played, but we never
never did anything together. Ever. And then my senior year, I reached out and was like, hey, after you graduated, I was like, hey, we should make a band. And so we did, and it was like an indie rock trio.
What was its name?
DL3.
Yeah.
So it's Dawson and Lawson, and then my little brother Reed. Shout out Reed. He's better at me than in every single way.
Played like 3 shows.
Yeah.
If you want to call all of them shows.
Yeah. They were something. They were one of the most gigs of all time for sure. Anyways, so then that was
story.
Yeah. Y'all have to have DL3 come out here sometime. Then Chandler hit me up about, him talking to Sam, and then that's how that whole thing.
DL3 is no longer together after that. Sorry, Reed, if you're watching this.
He's incredible. And it's a wonder they haven't kicked me out yet, to be honest with you, but
Which these?
I keep showing back up, and I keep playing. Really loud.
Just ride that train till it's over.
I try to play 2 amps every gig. They all get mad at me. Every single time Sam's saying, McLean, turn down. McLean, you're a little too loud. I copy his amps. I buy his amps. I buy the same guitars that he plays.
Yeah, so really funny story. So when we first started out, McLean, this is for all of you people who know about musical instruments and stuff. So when we first started playing out, McLean was playing a Strat into his AC-15, his amp that he was playing tonight, and I was playing an SG through a Princeton. And then come a couple, I guess it's really only been a couple weeks, like a month, McLean ends up buying an SG, and I was like, okay, well, that's cool, I guess. Because, I hadn't been playing mine as much. I had bought, like, 2 other guitars and been playing them more. And then I ended up going to the fret shop over in Huntsville, and they had the little amp that I was playing tonight. And I went in and bought it as like a little, just like a practice backup amp. And I ended up really liking the tone that came out of it. And so I started messing around with it. And one gig, I showed up and I was playing a Strat through a Vox, and McLean was playing an SG through a Princeton. And like, McLean texted me. He was like, dude, I'm going to be playing an SG through the Princeton tonight. And I told him what I was playing, and I put a laughing emoji next to it. So I didn't know if he thought I was just joking. I'm joking around. He probably thought I was just joking around, but then I showed up to the gig, and I was like, dude, we're about to pull the biggest prank on everybody. And so, yeah, within like the last couple of weeks, me and McLean have pretty much just like swapped rigs with each other. But I guess that sounds good.
I think it worked.
It worked tonight. Sounded great.
So when we started this little shindig, we had hopes of going out to bars and filming you guys live and trying to do a show. And then we did what, 2 of those?
2 or 3. Yeah.
Oh no, we did 3.
Yeah,
We
we had
did.
one failed attempt at it.
Oh yeah, that 4 if you count that one. Yeah. Anyway, so we don't really do that anymore at the moment, and we come here. But the moral of that story was when we started this, we were going to do index cards and hand them out to the crowd and let them come up with some questions because they are random. And there's nothing that we like more than randomness because that allows us to just be random. So without further ado, yeah, because we kind of introduced ourselves and we know what's happening. And then this is where it's going to either go off the rails or y'all are just going to give me one-word answers and it's going to suck.
Did you drop one intentionally, or was this?
So here's the first one that I dropped. Where did your band name come from?
That's a good one.
All right. So when I was a little kid, me and my dad would go to Big Spring Park in Huntsville, like almost every single day. And he'd go there and like we'd pray together and stuff. And, if you go back and look at like the history of Huntsville, it was formed around the Big Spring. It's in Big Spring Park by a squatter named John Hunt. That's why it was named Huntsville. It's named after him. But, back in the 1800s, early 1900s, they actually used to have like revival meetings there, like in the spring, and like would baptize people and stuff. And so one day I just kind of like randomly came up with that name, and I was like, I think that'd be pretty cool. And I also love CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. They're one of my favorite bands. So not trying to rip them off, but because there's a lot of other bands that have revival in their name. But that's where I got it from. Was kind of just like the history of where I grew up, and then like I said, my childhood with my dad. We went there almost every single day for a really long time, and yeah.
So, in our first gig,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't remember the timing of this, but we were trying to come up with a name. We jammed a couple times. We were practicing, and I think we had the gig before we had the name. Is that right?
Yeah, we did. And the gig was at Big Spring Park. Our very first gig was at Big Spring Park. And these guys, they were like floating around names and stuff.
Keep in
And,
mind,
like,
me and McLean are terrible at band.
just they were trying to incorporate like my name into it. I was like, I don't want it to be like Sam and the Pennies because my last name's
That was
Penn.
it.
That was like the one that everybody was like, yes, like,
I still want
it needs
that
to
one
be
to work.
Sam and the Pennies. I was like, that is one of the worst band names I've ever. I didn't tell them that. But
That's really funny because I said earlier I got a new penny tonight. I didn't even think about it.
But
Now it's even funnier.
But yeah, but like I said, when I saw that like we were getting our first gig at Big Spring Park, I was like, that's it. I was like, it's literally, it fits. Like, that's got to be like, I think God has a sense of humor, and I truly believe like God brought all of us together. So with our very first gig being at Big Spring Park, I was like, that's got to be it, man. That's got to be the sign. And so luckily enough, everybody liked it. At least I think they did. Hopefully they still like it.
I think it's working out.
What is your first core music memory? So I guess we can start with you and we'll just go around.
So my first core music memory is probably riding in my mama's van and with my older brother Seth, and we would be listening. She had 2 CDs that we probably burnt a hole in. She had a Brooks and Dunn CD and she had a Garth Brooks CD. So the earliest memory I ever have of music was listening to Brand New Man and Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn. Those were like my 2 favorite songs as a little kid.
Okay.
That was the first CD.
Well, and let me just highlight the age difference here, because you said your grandmother played the hell out of a CD. My grandmother had an 8-track. Yeah, so it's times have changed. Next, you got.
So it's gonna be a little different. My first memory, I gotta say, my dad was a bit of a deadhead, but also really liked Pink Floyd, and I can distinctly remember the introduction to Time playing. It's pretty, it's very ambient, very interesting sound, and I can remember sitting, in our little back room there on the couch and just listening to Pink Floyd. And I don't think Mom was home. I think it was just him and me. We were just hanging out, and good times. So I think definitely that plays into my some of my core songs I listen to, and my style that I try and go for when I'm playing. Definitely, big fan of that kind of stuff.
Wow. Hey, can I just point out something right here just for a second? This is freaking amazing. Kudos to the parents of these people. Right?
Kudos to your mama, Nim.
Well, mine are right over there, so y'all can thank them in person.
Where your mama?
Those 2 sitting behind my brother
Hey,
in the
Mama.
Auburn hat, and my cousin Robert.
Robert West, a faithful to the Farm Lounge.
Where was we? Sorry, I got sidetracked by Dee Dee. Sorry.
Sorry. It was freaking amazing that he's talking about parents and his parents and his parents. Look,
Parents influence their music,
Yeah.
and they did a good job.
Core music memory.
So, kind of on the same lines. My dad played in a bunch of bands growing up, and I don't even know where this came from, but I just remember having this guitar. It had like 3 strings on it, and he played. I would always go watch him. It was like a Christian rock band growing up, and they would always play. They used to have like these festivals out at Point Mallard and stuff, and I would go watch him, and I would just bring this guitar with me. It had like 3 strings on it, and I just remember taking it everywhere. But then I remember he got me my first drum kit when I was like, I think I was going into like the 1st grade, and then I remember I played my first talent show in the 1st grade, and that was like the first time I really played like in front of everybody, and that was like, and he let me play his drum kit, and I thought that was cool because like it was his, but that was kind of like my first like time I really played in front of people, and ever since that I loved it and haven't stopped since.
So you've been banging on drums since 1st grade.
Yeah, yeah.
So for me, I don't really think of an actual like song or like a record or artist or anything. More so my family as well, but my like grandparents and my mom's whole side of the family, the Grantlands, they all played a lot of music. And so growing up, I was always constantly around it. They had a band, the Kateka Creek Band was the name of it, and it was like a kind of acousticy, like almost bluegrass kind of country thing. And I just remember growing up and watching them constantly and always going around to all the gigs and all the stuff because my mom would sing with them. And it was just like, it was always just a lot of fun being around it. And so I always thought it was cool. And then, one day I used to like live at their house in the summertime. And one night in 7th grade, I was randomly like, "Hey, P-Paul, can you teach me the guitar?" and I just didn't stop playing it after that. So yeah.
Very good. So this one has a smiley face, and I think they were excited because the end of the smile has a stab mark in it. So I think it was like one of those things. So, who are the best girlfriends in the world? I feel like there might be an ulterior motive to this question.
You want me to go or you want to go?
I feel like there's something there. So I feel like this is directed towards somebody.
Possibly.
Probably.
My answer would be Miss Laney Meredith.
Was you the one that hit the little smiley face right here at the end and went? Nobody's got to pass it. Everybody's got their own.
My answer would be Ashlyn right there. I've drug her like everywhere. Like she's rode with me like everywhere to watch me play like all over the place. And she could probably set my whole drum kit up right now by herself.
I did notice you was breaking.
She's always right there helping me. So
I noticed you was breaking that down quite professionally.
I guess she figured out if she helps me, we can like get out faster. But yeah.
Now for me, I'm gonna say Miss Sweet May Vick. She is. She can't be here tonight because she is teaching the group of girls at our church back at home in the youth. She's teaching the entire youth group. And that's what I think is just the most awesome. And she's willing to give up and sacrifice an awesome night like this
Absolutely.
to get to sow into the youth, and that's just amazing.
Oh, that got a good distance.
What about you, Graham?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Jazz
I'm
Naismith
gonna get
is
ready.
at home in her bed asleep. She will be hard at work tomorrow morning, though. So
It was Jasmine,
Jasnay.
Jasnin, Jasnay. Got it. Jasnay.
Yeah.
Jasnay. I hope you have a wonderful day at work.
Very pretty name.
Yeah. So, who needs to lock it in the most?
Oh well.
Chandler.
Sam.
Y'all just started a war. And you didn't realize it.
Oh my gosh.
This is asking for trouble.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. So, y'all just
Next
got together. Y'all just got together. We ain't gonna break you up.
Really?
Okay. So, my English is not the greatest. This either says who is your biggest fan, or it says who is your biggest fa, because that N is a little different. But I'm gonna go with fan. So who's your biggest fan? Or if you've got a fa, I don't know what that is, but if you got one, let us know.
Tell us all. Tell us all.
I mean, I really don't.
Yeah, and so these, these sometimes are hard because there's no. I mean, it's
Oh yeah,
Russ.
Shout out my brother Russ Green.
Day
He
one.
has been
Day
following
one.
us around to almost every single gig since he first saw us at Voodoo Lounge a couple months ago. So I hope you're watching this.
He's a
video.
real one.
Shout you out.
So he followed you all around except for tonight.
Yeah.
Way to go, Russ. All right, you got a biggest fa or fan?
Biggest fa.
You ain't got no fa or
I
fan?
don't think I have any thought.
Chandler, you got a fa fan?
I don't know, man.
You got a fa fan? You got a fa fan?
Not here.
Fa fan? No fa fan. All right. What most deciphering? What's your most embarrassing moment? Casey's. What happened at Casey's?
No, you gotta share now.
Yeah, we're on a damn show. Come on.
Oh, I know what that is.
They had to start the first set without me. So Case is on the lake in Gunnersville. It's on the lake. It's hot. It's very humid everywhere, and it was like about to start raining. So everything is just humid, and that bathroom was at least 98 degrees. So
Oh, you had to go.
they had wings for $1. It was like $1 wings. And I was like, heck, that is really good for wings nowadays. I mean, this economy, that's like, you'd be losing money if you didn't buy that.
So
And
we were talking about shit to share earlier tonight. I think we're bringing it back around.
Full circle
it
moment
was
here.
it was miserable, and it was just the worst.
They got their dollar's worth.
They got their dollars.
We played like 10 minutes before he came out.
Yeah.
We just like, I mean, luckily with us being a jam band, we could kind of just BS our way through it. So we just like played just like a 10-minute instrumental jam, just waiting on McLean to come out of the bathroom, and then eventually he came back.
Sometimes the wings hit hard.
And a dude came up later and said, like, to us and said, yeah, man, I just got to say, like, that was really cool. You know, you were on the toilet and, you know, and came out. I was like, bro, how did you know that? That's really embarrassing, but that's okay. It was.
All right. What about the classics? Fuels you. Your desire and passion for the good old music. So, out of the good old music, what is it besides this damn gnat that keeps flying at my face? What is it that fuels y'all? Because I know you said you was kind of a 60s, 70s.
Well, yeah,
which
McLean said it best. Music back then was just better.
I think so.
I mean, you know, when I was growing up, like I said, I mean, I grew up listening to which at that point in time it wasn't really old, but now fast forward like 90s country. I know, I'm sorry for some of y'all that are out there, but I mean, which is crazy now because like now classic rock stations are playing like all the grunge stuff and all that, but anyways,
90s country is 30 years old now.
I know. But, you know, I grew up, my parents, they, you know, grew up in the 80s, so they were listening to all the hair bands and all that jazz and all the country artists of that time. They went and saw a whole bunch of people, so I grew up kind of listening to that stuff. So it's kind of just always been instilled in me, and I know it's probably the same thing for Graham, too. But, like, a lot of my inspiration and stuff now, like, Grateful Dead and Allman Brothers, all that stuff. I didn't really get into that stuff till I was like in high school and really just started venturing out on my own and like trying to figure out what I liked best. And then all my buddies in high school too. My best friend Drew, he helped me out a lot, putting me on some good music. Because I mean, I used to hate the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead. Like I didn't ever listen to him. And then I started hanging out with him, and he started playing me like some deep cut songs and stuff and opened my eyes up to everything. And so, yeah, I kind of owe a lot of that to him.
Well, I was going to say there's a lot of really good stuff out there today. But what happens whenever you think of all these really, really great guys that are doing the thing nowadays, what are they saying their inspiration is? It's all these older guys that all did it first. And then that was for me is I started falling in love with all these guys that are, you know, they keep making John Mayer jokes. That was a big guy for me, you know, when I first started playing guitar. But then I started listening to the guys that he said was inspired him. And I'm like, oh, crap, all this is way better than all this stuff that's coming out now.
Yeah, everything, and we've talked about it a couple times, everything, it doesn't matter whether it's music, clothes, crises in the world, whatever, everything kind of has its little rotation and it comes back around. And the era that you guys are dabbling in musically is coming back because I think everybody is going, well, damn, we was in such a rush to get out of that. It was the best. So, thank you, Rachel, for your question. That did not go as planned. So, can you share the story behind your band name? Where I got that one? If you could play anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Who?
What did you say?
Did you say Pompeii?
Pompeii,
There you
Pink
go.
Floyd. No, that was a joke.
I mean, honestly, for me, my dream is to play, my hometown stage, the Orion Amphitheater that just opened up a few years ago. Just because, it's become like one of the most visited music venues in the entire country. I mean, it's been winning awards like every single year. But, just to not be, it's not really nostalgic because it only opened up a few years ago. But like, if I had to give another answer, I would probably say Red Rocks out in Colorado.
Yeah. Where you want to go? Where you want to play?
So actually, I have a kind of similar answer. I was going to say Orion because it's kind of for us, building up our band and going around Huntsville playing in like Voodoo Lounge and playing at Lone Goose and all these little places. If we could come back and go to the Orion, that'd just be like, it'd be full circle for us.
Absolutely.
I want to play the Ryman. I think that's a cool place. We went and saw a concert there a couple years ago, and it just had a really good vibe. And then also Red Rocks. I like Red Rocks too. It's just really another cool vibe.
Got to be honest, probably the Farm Lounge. I mean, this place is.
Look at you go. Look at you go. Mark that one off the list. You are done. And no further aspirations.
He just achieved musical gooiness.
That's right.
What was the first album you ever purchased? You.
Well, I do. I actually happen to have a pretty extensive
Impressive
vinyl collection.
It's very impressive.
I am aside from playing music, I love listening to music, and I have a lot of records that I've been collecting over the last couple of years that I've gotten from my grandpa and other people, and then a lot of them I've just bought, sold, and trade. So I kind of nerd out. Not like really nerd out, but like I like collecting.
Just a halfway nerd.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But first album I ever purchased. I never purchased albums on like iTunes or anything like that because I always just use like Spotify or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, and these y'all don't have to wait your turn because if it's gonna take this long to think about one, if y'all got one that hey, I remember I bought this, you just blurt it out. It's all right. It's all good.
I don't remember buying. I remember my dad giving me an iPod.
Ain't none of y'all ever bought a damn album.
But it was it had a bunch of Linkin Park on it. So that's yeah. I listened to a lot of Linkin Park when I was like 12.
First record I bought was Blind Faller by Mandolin Orange. Well, it's Watch House, formerly known as Mandolin Orange. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's okay. But dude, that record is perfection.
You got you one yet?
I don't know if I've ever bought an album. I'll just say it. I mean, that's fine. When I got my first car, though, it had a cassette deck, and my parents gave me this big box of cassettes, and definitely there was a lot of U2 in there, a lot of Eagles, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I can share that.
If you want to be technical, I don't know if y'all remember, but if you had an iPhone back in it's probably been 10 years, maybe a little bit more than that, when Apple force-fed that one U2 album on everybody's phones.
Yes.
Yeah. I listened to a lot of that when I had my iPod just because it was
Just because it was there.
Well, I didn't buy it. They just put it on there. But I actually did. A lot of people hated that album just because of Apple force-feeding it, but I actually liked it.
So show of hands, how many of you have ever used a payphone?
I don't think I've ever actually used one.
I don't know.
But I've been around them. I know what they look like.
That's
Yeah, how do you use a
I have used a landline. I have done that at least. And I have used dial-up internet, so.
Here's a quarter.
Yep. All right, what is the funniest nickname you've ever been given?
Is this me?
It's anybody.
Oh, no.
All of these questions are for every one of you.
Well, it's probably me, honestly. Who came up with it? Was you. You're the first one that came. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they started calling me Jam Band Daddy.
Jam Band Daddy.
I don't know when it started.
Is
but
there at the end of that, or
It depends.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
I know sometimes it does. It always depends. It always depends.
Oh yeah.
How did you get the name Big Spring Revival? We already got that. Where do you get your inspiration for your music? So y'all's originals that you do. Where you get your inspiration?
Well, obviously, all the jam bands like Grateful Dead, Widespread Panic, Fish, Allman Brothers, but like I said, 60s, 70s rock and roll stuff too, like CCR, Three Dog Night, all that good stuff, and then some newer artists too, like where I like pull a lot of my inspiration from. One of my favorite bands of all time is this band called Future Birds, and they're like a indie psychedelic country rock band. I've literally never heard another band that sounds like them, and the first time I listened to one of their songs I fell in love with them, and I've seen them more in concert than anybody else, and so I've kind of always not wanted to mimic their sound, but kind of like chase and like pull from their sound too, because like everything they've been able to combine is like all the stuff I like listening to, but I let these guys.
Yeah. You got the greatest guys.
I don't know. I guess I kind of some along the same lines, honestly. I like the Grateful Dead a lot. Like
I got Chandler
I used
into
to
the
hate the Grateful Dead.
I got
Like-
him into the Grateful Dead.
McLean used to try to get us to play Grateful Dead all the time. I was like, dude, no, I hate the Grateful Dead. And then one day, I don't know, it just kind of
The
happened.
bug. Wait,
Just clicked.
I always tell everybody, it's not you don't like the Grateful Dead. You just don't understand it yet. Because one day, the bug will get you, and then you'll understand.
So, and another thing about the Grateful Dead and just jam band music is we're up here just having a good time and feeling it out and just really enjoying, playing together and getting to play for all you guys. So I think that's something we kind of take with our originals as well. We really just jam it out and
We're very free spirited,
Yeah.
experimental, if you
Yeah.
want to say.
That's why we're all sitting here with no shoes on.
Yeah,
But I do like the no shoes.
it's comfy.
nice.
Yeah. Where do you get? Oh, what, I just read that. My bad. Who is the oldest band member?
Graham.
We had to cover that a minute ago.
He's got me beat by like 2 months.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we answered that earlier, actually.
Yeah, Graham.
You deserve it.
All right. This one is going to be person specific. It's got to be. What is it like to have the best mom and little brother in the whole world?
That one was definitely for me. Which all of us do also have moms and little brothers too. So I don't know. I think we all can say all of us do.
There you go.
Uh-oh, y'all. We're into the last question. That means we're going to have to come up with our own shit afterwards. What song are you most excited about releasing?
This new one.
Yeah, we've been writing this new one. It's not completely finished yet, but it's unlike anything we played tonight or anything we've written so far. Like if you heard what we played tonight and then heard this song, you would probably think it was a completely different band. But that's just kind of like the spirit of our nature is like we don't want to put restrictions or boundaries on ourselves
Well, you
because we
shouldn't
have like because like me like I mean I love a lot of the 60s 70s stuff, but I absolutely love like a lot of the 90s rock and all that stuff too. Like I kind of always go back and forth between phases of listening to like 70s rock or 90s rock because like I draw a lot of inspiration from Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots.
I've been told I have musical ADD. Like it's like a rotation Rolodex of something, because I'll get tired of listening to this and then I'll have to go to listen to that, and you find stuff about all of them that you like, and so I would probably assume that you've kind of grabbed a little from all of them
Yeah.
into this one.
But this song is definitely more in that kind of like 90s grunge kind of feel. McLean just kind of started playing a riff one time at our sound check a few weeks ago, and I like just like my ears like puckered up as soon as I heard it. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, and then we just started jamming on it right then and there for our sound check. I was like, guys, we gotta put pen to paper immediately for that one. We did, and like I said, it's almost finished. So that one probably gonna be debuting at Mars Music Hall. So if you're curious, want to hear it, we can't do that. I'm sorry. You gotta come and show out for Mars Music Hall if you want to hear it.
It's a good one.
So I think I'm good. I mean, y'all had some really good questions tonight. We kind of covered a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of shit strode on the floor here. Is there anything that you had hoped we would ask you that we haven't covered? Anything that you like? Boy, I sure do wish they would ask me about this. I'm ready. I got it.
Any deep, dark secrets you want to reveal tonight?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Guess not.
Yeah, Sam,
I'm honestly
you can
surprised
start.
nobody asked about our chicken.
So okay, well yeah. So my wife asked about the chicken, but she didn't put it on a card. She was like, "What is that in the spacesuit?" And I said, "I think it's a chicken."
Yeah. So that is
I thought it was Kenny.
that is our spirit animal, Mr. Senor Cock,
Senor Cock.
otherwise known as the Cosmic
The
Cock.
cosmic.
Cosmic Cock. Senor Cosmic Cock.
Yes. For the record, that's not a chicken.
Yeah, it's a roost. I know. Rooster.
It's a yeah.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference.
Well, it depends on the chicken. Sometimes it's a big difference. Sometimes it's a little difference.
It's a small.
Just really depends on the chicken.
It does.
Yeah. And not all chickens are the same. Some chickens are bigger differences and some are little differences.
I think chickens is collectively both. You know, maybe I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, they're
It's like, I think
hermaphrodites?
it's kind of like cows. Like, yeah, there's
Right.
bulls and cows, but like you see a
Right.
group, you're not used to
It's like cows. Yeah.
You don't have to say there's 5 bulls and you know whatever. Or you don't.
I'm gonna leave that one alone and just roll right on into the close.
We done. We done.
Yeah, I am not at 11:31 going to entertain the differences between a cock and a chicken because it would go so much further than you really anticipated going. Because that's just how I am.
Hey, it smelled like that all night. I will say that's the first time I've played a gig and it smelled like chicken litter the whole time. But hey,
We are surrounded by chicken houses. There
Yeah.
are chicken houses back there.
And so, see, and that just
Right there,
shows that
chicken
you got to
houses
get out in
over
the
there.
country more because I didn't smell nothing.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it.
I didn't.
Chicken money.
So we.
well, it's like a nostalgic smell for me because like going to my grandparents' house when I was young, like I remember always smelling it time and time whenever they. But yeah, because my dad's grandparents' stuff had chicken houses and stuff. All my family's from around these parts, so
So my mom lived in Connecticut when I was little, and there's dairy farms everywhere up there, and so that's one of those smells. Like on a summer night when you're driving through and you smell cow shit, and it's like a 67 to 75 degrees and low humidity. It makes you go, "Oh, I remember this smell when I was a kid," and it's just cow shit, but it
Triggers a memory.
Band shirts,
Yeah.
instead of having the Grateful Dead bears, you need to have a rooster on it.
I have actually already thought of that as a merch idea.
space cock.
But we literally just made all this merch like a few weeks ago. Like we put in a huge order. But thank you guys. Thanks to everybody who bought a shirt. Like everybody has been eating it up. I really appreciate all of y'all. So we'll definitely be coming up with some more designs and stuff to cook up for y'all.
The Grateful Cock. JJ Gray. The Grateful Cock.
All right, I'm gonna close this out with some thankfulness here.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
You do some thankfuls.
Yeah, let's do some thankfulness here. So we want to give big shout outs to our sponsors for these events. We can't do this stuff on our own. We appreciate all the contributions everybody gives, but Brindley Mountain Barbecue helps us out with the food. We thank those guys a lot. I hope you guys enjoy the food. They do a really good job with it. Pepsi supplies us with drinks for these things, so we can have those to hand out to everybody that comes in. Hope you all got to enjoy a drink tonight with us. We'd like to thank, who else? Who am I forgetting? Sand Mountain Amphitheater, big one. We got a big show coming up this Sunday there. Justin Moore and Braxton Keith. That's going to be a blast. We can't wait for that show.
Is that this Sunday?
That is this coming Sunday. International Singer-Songwriters Association. Check those guys out if you haven't yet. Great group of folks to be a part of their organization, especially for independent singers and songwriters. It's a great group to be a part of. They get your music out there. They help you out. They've got a Rick Spin show where they put some new music out on that, and people vote on it and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun stuff happening with those guys. So check them out. Appreciate y'all checking out the Farm Lounge, barmusiclive.com, Fancy's Unfiltered. If you haven't followed all of us yet, give us some likes, give us some follows, share us with all your friends. Those shares.
That's them 3 little dots.
Yeah, those 3 little dots. If you go to a page on your phone on the Facebooky,
Right underneath the profile picture.
just hit those 3 dots. And we push Facebook a lot more than we do anything else because we got more followers than we do anywhere else, and we get a lot more views there than we do anywhere else. So we appreciate y'all liking us, sharing us, following us, all that kind of good stuff.
And while you're in the motion of shitting and sharing and liking and following, make sure that you shit and share and like and follow all of these gentlemen who are sitting here. You guys did a fantastic job. I'm super glad that you guys finagled your schedule to make it here. And I hope to see you guys again soon, if not here, somewhere else. Maybe at the Orion.
Hey, that's the plan. One day. That's the plan.
So this has been an installment of the Fancy's Unfiltered show, live on location at Bar Music Live. I'm sorry, hang on, let's wait. We got a last minute edition from Dee Dee. What? What? Oh, can we acknowledge all the feet? So people in the audience would like for us to acknowledge the fact that we are all barefooted, barefeeted.
When we were playing.
Yeah,
Barefoot.
y'all was barefooted the entire time that you was playing. Martha actually got a picture of y'all with your bare feet, so that will probably be up. She may not get it up tonight, but tomorrow there's going to be y'all's feet on the interwebs. If you want to crop into that and just go ahead and roll it over to your OnlyFans.
Yeah,
and
usually you have to pay for
gonna say that.
and see if you get a couple of dineros from that.
It's not free.
Yeah, OnlyFans is not free. What you talking about? From experience, or what we got going on here? So so barefooted is the way to go, and we may be barefooted from here on out.
Hey,
It's a lot cooler.
But I did receive a text message while one of y'all was in depth in your conversation, and my watch went off and went ba-ding, and I went to look, and it was my wife telling me that I had a big ass piece of fuzz wrapped around my toe that she had been staring at for 10 minutes, and it was so light and fluffy I didn't feel it, and so, yeah. So anyway, so if you'd like to enjoy an afternoon at the Farm Lounge, come on out. You'll get to see some bare feet, fuzz in your toes, and just a damn good time. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So,
Thank you,
so we'll see you guys on the next one. Fancy's Unfiltered, Bar Music Live, Farm Lounge, out.
Y'all don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
That's right.